What's going on, guys? Back with another deck profile. This time I'm going to be showing you guys my Frieza deck. Um, Frieza's been a deck I've been interested in for a minute. It's just one of those decks that I think that if you're really skilled in and you take the time and put it in, then you'll be able to get good results with it. It is a little bit trickier to try to pull off your sequences and win the game than like a green deck where you just slam Broly and then just swing. But it is a lot of fun nonetheless, and I think it's a very competitive deck in the format. So without further ado, let's get into the profile here. So this is the deck. Obviously Frieza leader, standard draw 1, so flip at 4. He has a really cool ability. He can restand 2 of his battle cards at the end of the turn, which is pretty broken. So the package I like to run in here on my 1-drops are the Ginyu and the Sorbets, full suite. Drawing cards is just really good in this deck. It definitely draws a lot, so that's always a good plus. 3 of the Frieza drop, he is really good in certain situations when you need a rest down card, like a cooler or something that needs to block, or say you need to rest down something so that they can't swim with it and you swing with your 5-drop, you can lock it. There's a lot of cool things that you can do early game with him. You can rest down cards, swing into him. He's also a 10k, which I would probably run for if I had room in the deck, but I like to keep my decks at 50. So next thing we go into is the Ginyu. The 2-drop Ginyu is one of the most broken cards made for yellow. This is just a card that says, hey, I'm coming out, I'm probably going to be free, and if I got the chain with Raccoon, it's even more nutty. But he just comes out, 20k body, restand 2 energy if you have 3 Frieza army on board, which is really easy to get, There's a 3 or 2? 3 battle cards, switch 2 energy. Alright, there we go. Yeah. I was like, I'm reading a card wrong. Then I run the knees. You got to run all these different self-awakeners. You need 4 of these because they're 10Ks, and I run 2 Zarbons just in case. The Raccoon's also a self-awakener, so we have 8, 12, 14 self-awakeners in this deck. You're going to self-awaken. Next is the 2 coolers. I think this card's okay. In testing, I haven't used it a whole lot, but it is situational. It might come out of the deck. I might keep it in. I might switch it out for the other King Cold to go with the Mecha Frieza package, but for now, it's not a bad card. It does what it needs to. I just don't like this as a 0k. I'd rather have a 10k. So I might be switching those out, but for now, we'll leave it there. Next, we got the 4-drop King Cold and Mecha Frieza 5-drop. So these go hand in hand. They're all 10ks. I run 6 package 10k. And if you just get to turn 5 with 25k and a 30k beater, is pretty good. I tested the other King Cold. It's not that great to me. Maybe I just haven't tested the deck enough to where I feel comfortable with it, but the King Cold usually just dies, or it just sits there and isn't enough. But we'll see. There's still a lot of tech and editing I need to do with this. I've only had like less than 20 games with the deck, probably like maybe 8. So either way, it's been really fun. I'm just tired of playing Gohan. Gohan got boring to me, so I just switched to something different. Running 2 to 4-drop Frieza Boy. This guy is stacked. 40k beater. You can restand him with your leader at the end of the turn. It's just, this card's insane, especially when you're late game and you need to either kill something or put a damage in, and this guy's for sure doing it. We already explained to Mecha Frieza why he's there. He free plays the King Cold. And then we do 3 of the Golden Frieza. This card is must have at 3. You have to see it. 4 Super Combo and 4 of this card, Supernova. Supernova is a offensive combo power card that you can lock down a 4-drop or less. So what's really cool about this card is if you want to deal damage, you can push and just deal the damage no matter what. If you want to kill a card, you can push and kill a card. And if you want to lock a card, you can lock a card. So this is really good against your aggro matches. Helps keep the game a little bit more in your favor, so not swinging at your face so much. And yeah, so I did get 1 game, so we're gonna get into that. I do only like to post like the God rank matches, so let's go back and find that game real quick here. Alright, so like I said, I only like to post the God range matches just because these people have actually been playing the game a little bit more. And this is actually a pretty tough match because red versus yellow is pretty hard. I'm going to reveal his hand just so we can see. I believe I keep this hand just because I have a Self-Awakener and a cantrip, which it's not the worst. So we get to go first, charge the King Cold, play the cantrip, draw a card, pass. And then Goku's just standard, you know, cantrip, draw a card, swing with leader. I take the damage because I just want to Self-Awaken. Frieza just wants to get to his backside, so any fastest way we can get there is probably what I'm going to do all the time. We draw the Raccoon, which is really good for the Ginyu. We attack leader, we're just going face at this point. We got the opening. And then we just drop our little Self-Awakener guy. Take a life. And then I believe I just pass here because I don't want to awaken him just yet. I'd rather him do all that work on his own, and then I'll just build the board up. I might swing with some things along the way once I'm awakened, but that's just so I can get the value of restanding my guys. I don't really want to swing unless I'm getting my restand. Unless it's a deck that I know they can't do much, like green. So then he's just swinging phase. I'm just going to take probably all this, just because I really don't care. I'm pushing myself to Self-Awaken, so at this point I'm taking all the cards. And we've got double Raccoon Ginyu. Like, this is one of the most cracked combos you can have. And we're just going to try to kill this battle card. I know he's probably not going to save it because he knows I'm going to be really aggressive. Yep, and then we just start putting the pressure on here. We do have kind of like a little bit of a driver's seat going, so if we can put enough pressure on here, that means the rest of the game will be just kind of hitting them for one at a time. So I just play out all my stuff, and this is actually, I changed the deck. This is when I had the Jeese in it. The Jeese was okay. It wasn't terrible, but I did end up cutting it for more of the Supernova, so I like this card a lot better. So we just put all the pressure on we can. We're getting like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings here. So 6 swings is kind of a lot. And then we get to restand 2 of our dudes at the end of the turn. So now we just pass. Oh, well, we play the cantrip. Then we pass turn, restand 2 of our dudes. I think I restand the blocker and the Jeese just so I don't want him to die easy. And at this point, he knows that he's got to kill my board, otherwise he just loses. So I'm going to save my board as much as I can, realistically. But you don't want to spend too much of your hand protecting your board because then you're going to lose your attackers and your endgame plays. So he's going in here. I think I just comboed the Sorbet. Yep. We're just protecting this dude with like the little cards we can sacrifice. Because our leader's still at 4 and he's not attacking our leader. So we might as well defend these cards. He's going to go in for 25k here. And I believe I just block. Yep. Because I want the Ginyu Force on. And I protect it. So we're getting another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swings next turn at least. So we charge the cooler. We're swinging for face. We just want to put as much pressure as we can here. And at this point we know that like we're not killing him this turn, so let's just clear his board. And if he wastes cards trying to make these stay alive, then we're just winning anyways because that's more cards out of his hand. Now we just keep going face, stick with the plan, stick with the plan. And he's just going to drop a card every single time I do this. So then I'll go 20 with the knees. And he's just going to drop another card. Now we do the Ginyu play, which I probably should have played the 1-drop first. but we live and learn. Because if you play this Ginyu, you can't play the other one. So I could have had an extra card in my hand this turn, but it's not a misplay that was too detrimental. We just played another Jeez. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers this turn we have. And that's just milking his hand. Like, you can see it's just melting his hand away. Obviously, we don't have the biggest hand ourselves, but like, we got 2 super combos. We got a Nova, and we're at 4 life with this board. So if he doesn't take care of this board, if he doesn't have Beerus next turn, we just win. Which is kind of why I took the G out. I think the Beerus is like, if you overcommit to the board too much, sometimes it's a little bit risky. But it's also a big risk, big payoff, because look at what I'm doing. And now we just restand 2 cards, and if he can't deal with these cards, then like, it's game over next turn. He plays the double striker, he's gonna kill my blocker. That way he can try to push. But if he tries to push here, yeah, he knows not to push here. So I just let him kill my cards. I don't have enough cards to save this card because I need these cards to defend my life at this point. So at this point I just let everything die because I know that I got other plays coming in hand and I can draw more cards. And I got Supernova, which is actually a 40k attack, whatever 20k is attacking. So we draw the Cooler, which is really pretty good. And we're just going swing face, swing face, swing face. If he drops a card every time we do this, then we're just winning. Yep, another 20k. Drops a 10k this time, so we know he's got a 5ks. Another 20k. He's gonna probably take another 20k. He's probably either gonna take it or combo card. Yep, 5k. As you can see, this deck is just doing work, man. Like another 20k. I can still play Ginyu. I think what you do here is you play Ginyu Frog, and then you play Ginyu, and then you play Cooler. But I might have misplayed this as well. Nope, I did it right. Okay. So, mind you, this was like one of my first 2 games with the deck, so I'm still pretty new with it. Oh, and we draw a 5-drop, so we're just golden at this point. No pun intended. And we just stick with the game plan. We already know that if he goes down to 2, he's in Frieza territory, so we can kill him. And we just keep going, man. Like, I'm not going to stop the pressure this turn. I'm just going to keep on putting it on. And I probably should have played the Cooler here, actually. So, that was another misplay. So, I caught 2 of my misplays. I should have played the Cooler. That way I had a bigger blocker. But, you know, like, this deck still puts in work, even if you're not as experienced as you should be. Like, this deck is very good. It's very good competitively. Now he's going to play the Krillin. The Krillin's going to finally get him where he wants to be, but he's already self-awake. So now he's going in for 20. I just combo off the little frog guy. I just need to survive at this point, because if I go to 2, I'm dead. Look at his hand. And he's just going to try to keep swinging, try to get me to 2. I'm going to defend everything I can so I don't go to 2. We just use a super combo here in a 5k, and then we just take the double strike. And he just concedes here because he just knows that he's at 1 life. Just a super combo in hand. I have Golden Frieza. And that's game. So this is just definitely like rough draft of the deck. I really have been enjoying it so far. It's been one of my favorite decks of the set. And I thought that you guys would get a little bit of perspective of my gameplay with it, and I hope that you guys like the deck. Try it out, and I hope you guys enjoy. So like, comment, and subscribe, and keep following for more content. Barber out.